Hey, hi everyone. In this video, we'll learn how to make an iOS application using SwiftUI. So let's get started. So let's create a new project in Xcode and it would be an iOS app. Let's press next. Let's name our project tutorial and in the interface, we'll select SwiftUI. Let's press next and let's save it. So now our project is being created. Let's wait for Xcode to finish loading. Now, as you can see, we have the default template code that Xcode gives here, and we'll have a preview of this code on the right side of the screen. So we'll wait for the preview to load, and our preview is now loaded. We can resize this preview screen from this so that we can have more space to do our coding, and we can see the changes that we'll do on the right side on this preview screen. So let's clear out what Xcode gave us. So let's just clear out this image and we can leave the text as it is. So let's change this hello world to something different. Like let's change it to tutorial. Okay. Now these texts are arranged in a stack called a V stack. Now what a V stack is, it's called a vertical stack. And we can have multiple text and images in a V stack, and everything would be aligned vertically on the screen. So let's see how this works. But first, let's see how we can add a text to the screen. So let's add another text. Let's type in text and let's type in this is below tutorial. Now a new text will appear which will be below the text tutorial, as these two texts are aligned in a vertical stack. So automatically everything I'll put in the vertical stack would come below the things that we have placed above it. Now there are a few attributes that we can put on a text. Example, we can change the font of our text. So let's do that. We'll write .font and we can change it to anything, like we can change it to large title. We can change the color of the text. So let's do that. Now it will take some time for preview to show the changes on the right side. So we can wait for that to happen. So as you can see, it is still loading. And now we have the tutorial in a large font size. Now let's change the color of the text. So for that, we'll use an attribute called foreground style, and we can change the color to example .pink. Now we'll wait for the preview to load. Now as you can see, the tutorial color has been changed to pink. Now the text that we have below, we can change the font of this as well. So let's change the font to something different, like we can change it to headline. So this will make it a little bold. Yep, there we go. So we have the second text which is below tutorial, and it says this is below tutorial, and we have changed the font of these two texts. Now let's add something different. Let's add an image and let's see how that can be done. So for adding image, you can write image, and in bracket we have to give the name of the image. So we can give any name. So for this project, I'm giving the name Earth. Now Earth is an image that as of now doesn't exist in this project. So we have to import an image in this project and rename that image to Earth so that the code will be able to find that image in the resource. So let's do that. Let's go to asset and let's give it an image. So I've already downloaded an image of Earth and I've renamed it to Earth. So you can just drag and drop that image in the preview asset. Now let's go back. And it should now be able to find that image in the preview asset, and it should load that image in the preview screen on the right. So let's see, it's loading, and it's loading in real time. So I'm just going to leave it to load and let's see. So now, as you can see, that the image has been loaded in the preview screen, but the text that we put before is gone. Like, we cannot see the text above. So what happened? Well, the image of the earth is stretched all across the screen, and it just took the entire screen real estate. And that's the reason we cannot see the text that we put before, that we put. So what we can do is we can resize the image of the screen. So we can use a property called resizable. Now it will resize the image. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it has resized the image, but it still doesn't look like an actual image that I have downloaded. It's still stretched. It's looking weird. So let's fix this. We can use an attribute called aspect ratio. So let's do that. So we'll write aspect ratio, and in the content mode, we'll write dot fit. So let's see. Okay, that looks better. So it has resized the image, and it had used the aspect ratio dot fit, and it has made the image look proper, and now it's looking good. So this is how you can put text and image in SwiftUI in something called a vertical stack. And we can use different stacks. There are different stacks like horizontal stacks and Z stack. But in this tutorial, we have just learned about V stack. So feel free to try this out. And if you have any question, do write them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching.